Hello and blessings, beautiful souls. Sarava and I share to you. Today is another hectic day, not for the same reasons as yesterday. I have a dog trainer coming for little puppy Snowy, who keeps attacking our chickens, which we've recently moved over here. And I have a hairdressing appointment, and I have to pick up the kids, and there's a couple of other little errands that I never got to complete yesterday that I need to do today. So while I want to be incredibly productive from a professional aspect, I am actually going to be disconnected from my profession today and be like mum and off-gridder and caretaker and dog trainer and all that other sort of stuff, doing all the mundane tasks that I have sort of left on the back burner as of this week. So it is Thursday today. I usually upload my videos a day ahead. I've got one scheduled for this morning that's gone live, and then this one is going to go up tomorrow, and you know how it is. So basically, today is a different one. I've also noticed this morning that there is quite a bit of smoke in the area. So as I mentioned a few vlogs ago, there are still helicopters flying over. We still have fires in the area. And between today, tomorrow, and the next day, we are going to experience some rather high temperatures in the region, which could reignite fires. So the sound of helicopters is back with a vengeance, and they have been flying over all morning, and you can actually see and smell the smoke today. So I'm not exactly sure what kind of thing to expect today, what kind of a result or outcome to expect today regarding the fires, but Gordon and I have been in touch today already, and we're keeping an eye on it because it's smoky on his side, it's smoky on my side, which means that, yeah, without any doubt, the smoke is back. Dog trainer is set to arrive in about 10 minutes, which gives me enough time to go up, do a little daily practice, ground center, do that kind of good stuff, and then be here ready and waiting to go to teach my little puppy some new tricks. That was exciting. I just had the doggy trainer come and help me out with Snowboy with that chicken issue. That was active. That was really active. Okay, so I have reground and centered and am feeling much more in alignment at this very moment in time. I tried very hard this morning to ground and center as part of my morning practice, but the doggy trainer arrived about 10 minutes early, which I thoroughly appreciate because I find punctuality an admirable trait and one that I aspire towards, if that makes sense. So, as I was getting ready this morning, as I was doing my daily practice, I looked around and I had this tremendous amount of peace. I felt this tremendous amount of peace because everything that I need on a consistent basis is here on my table, in my altar. And yes, I have a very elaborate sacred space, a very elaborately designed or adorned altar, if you will. There are those items that I reach for every single day, and they are not necessarily the most aesthetically pleasing items. Yes, they all have a certain charm and a certain whimsy and an enchantment to them, but they are quite practical. And what I'm talking about here are the practical items that make up my daily practice. So I'm going to walk you through some of my absolute favorites, things that I use every day to open up morning ritual, you know, to create that sense of sacred space if I were to leave this sacred space and decide to do outdoor ritual, or decide to put together my little witchy basket and you know, do ritual in an alternative location, I would absolutely bring these things with me because I'm so used to working with them. They are such an integral aspect of my day-to-day practice that, you know, I need to have them with me at all times. Okay, so first and foremost, I have to have a tarot deck with me. Every day I have to have a tarot deck with me. I want a tarot deck with me all the time. I have one in my car, I have one in my handbag, I have one on my altar, I have many in my sacred space. I just need one, okay? Don't hold it against me. Now, with that comes crystals, because all of my decks eventually end up being paired with a crystal. Aside from this crystal, I also use my channeling crystal, Isis, and then I have these stones. That's for the activation of creativity, and these are my spirit work stones. These are the crystals that I work with on a consistent daily basis. They make up a part of my daily practice. Now, for somebody who needs the beautiful aromas of natural botanicals, of oils, of perfumes, of incenses, I just need it. I need it. And I burn Palo Santo every single day. Another thing that I absolutely have to have with me is my witch's fetish. And this particular piece as well, because it was designed by my shaman friend Misha. It is antler, bone, and egret feathers. So you have this earth and air aspect to it. So the grounding component, this is natural hemp cord, and there is the top slice of the bone that is there. Okay, so the next little treasure that I reach for every single day, it's the newest addition to my collection. It's this beautiful little Peruvian owl rattle that came my way. Now, before I had that rattle, I would use my mala, which, believe it or not, I have absolutely misplaced since I packed up everything to evacuate for fires. I still haven't found it. I still have not found it. But I used to also use this bell, which I still, sorry about that, which I still use all the time, especially during client sessions. But this one here, I use it during client sessions, and I use it in my morning practice. Oh, okay, and lastly is a two-part affair. It's a two-part affair, and that is a candle. Yes. Have to have a candle. My candles that I use for some reason are a pinky red. I do love blue. I love like vibrant candle colors. That one there rocks my world. Like that blue there, oh, it's so tasty. It's not even coming up as bright as it usually is when the afternoon sun hits it. It's so tasty. But yes, my candle, and usually this candlestick comes with me. This particular candlestick, which is old as fuck, it comes with me. And of course, if I have candles, then I need matches. Now, my love affair with matches has started to wane, as I'm sure you know why. So I am deciding what to do next. Okay, so I'm skedaddling now because I have to take my daughter to her hair appointments. I just realized the time and I'm late. I asked my husband to order my lunch, which has probably already arrived, and then I've got to take my daughter to the hairdressers to deal with her little curly, sweet blonde mop. I really, really need to be better at time management. Late. If I could competently run, then I absolutely would. I absolutely hoovered my lunch and made it in time for my appointment, hopefully. I got stuck behind some really, really slow drivers, which I absolutely detest. And my little one is asleep. Look at her, fast asleep. So I have a few more things that I would like to add to our conversation regarding my most used witchy items as of right now. And that is that my most used witchy items will change from time to time. And the changes that impact these items are geographical changes, weather changes, and just my own personal ebb and flow, spiritually speaking. And so if I'm going through a incense making phase, which I often do at least once a year, then I reach for more herbs and I reach for my mortar and pestle a lot more. And if I'm going through a more fiery, creative time, I reach for more candles, oils and herbs, because I do inscribe and load and I prepare candles for magic. And so I have found that over time, my list of most used items have ebbed and flowed, changed, sometimes dramatically. And I think it's important to allow that to happen, because we tend to enter into different phases, into different mind frames. We play around with different themes. And if we stick to the same things all of the time, then we remain rigid in our practice. And I think it's really important to remain fluid and adaptable in a witch's practice. That's just my own personal opinion, mind you. This is not to say that you have to go out and buy heaps of stuff, because I don't believe that to be true. It's more about rotating what you have. It's more about paying attention to what's going on in your life. It's more about understanding that when you are delving into a new and exciting subject in our witches studies, for instance, that we will naturally be drawn to different things or tools that are useful in that arena of study. And so I'm always really fascinated to see what others use in their practice from a very practical perspective. I'm not talking about the whole rigmarole of an altar or every ounce of witchy paraphernalia that one can acquire, even though that is beautiful and tasty to look at. I'm more interested in the reality of it, in the bare bones, and seeing what, you know, a witch will reach for. Please no. But yeah, it's just really interesting. So I would like to hear from you, and I would like to ask you what it is that you're reaching for every day these days. What is it that you're playing around with the most? What is something that you use in your witch's practice every single day without fail? Like, I want to hear about that, the bare bones of your practice. So comment below. And so there you have it. That is it. This was vlog number 15. Can you believe it? Vlog number 15. I'm just loving the whole process of it, and it's getting me to be very, very creative. And I want to embrace that creative phase that I'm in at the moment and honor that as much as possible, because we all know how creativity can be. Sometimes it comes in like wild, voluminous bursts. And sometimes it's like it peters out and we feel a little bit lackluster. So when you have that opportunity to really embrace the creative flame, then just pounce on that opportunity. Like, grab it with both hands and don't let go. So there you have it, beautiful souls. Give this one a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell if you haven't already to be notified of when I'm posting a new video, which is, well, every day at this moment in time, but that might stop one day, so you never know. And with all of that said and done, I am wishing you so much love, luck, peace and joy. And from my heart to yours and that of the people that you love, I'm wishing you only the absolute best. May you be surrounded by pure, beautiful, enchanting magic. Much love. Bye.